Hello, you all. We are back for another dose of devotion, and I want to wrap up our series, right? From Daniel chapter 3 concerning the three Hebrew boys. Now, for those of you who are new here, my name is Jaquila, and I'm simply just a girl who loves the Lord so much that I have to share him with others. I have to. We've got to spread the gospel. And I do that by way of these dose of devotions. So for the wrap up dose of devotion, I've titled it God Honors Who You Are at the Core. God honors who you are at the core. And the reason why, or the way this came about, is because, in case you don't know the story, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are their Babylonian names, right? They were given those names by the Babylonian king. And their names prior to that were Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. And I say God honors who you are at the core because their names were changed. And at one point, Hananiah, his name means Yahweh is gracious. Mishael means who is what God is, or who is like God. And then Azariah means God has help. Yah has help. So although given their Babylonian names unto the moon god, which was Shadrach, meaning command of Aku, and then Meshach, meaning who is what Aku is, who is like Aku, and Abednego, meaning servant of Nebo. So God recognized them as his own because it was less about their name and more about their heart posture. We can also get into the idea that your title doesn't really matter, right? God still loves you. God still cares about who you are at the core. We saw God's faithfulness throughout Daniel chapter 3 when they decided not to bow, when they had the boldness to stand. We saw God's love for us in comparison to Satan's love, right? Where everyone is disposable to the enemy. And we've seen God's faithfulness with them throughout this chapter. We saw how God's faithfulness is also influential because when they saw that not a hair on their head was scorched, when they saw that their clothes were not burned, they did not smell like smoke. When they saw that there was a fourth man in the fire, the king said, hey, listen, everyone will worship the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, which we know to be the Almighty, the all-powerful, the one and only true and living God. And we bring ourselves to the point where we see that God honors who you are at the core, right? Despite what man may call you, God calls you his own. Despite who man might say you are or who you should be, God understands that if you stand bold, if you are faithful, right? If you put your trust and your faith in him, you are his own and he will take care of you. I love you guys. Come back for the next dose of devotion where we're going to begin to jump into Luke chapter 5. I love you and talk to you later.